Fish in the sea, birds in a tree, grass on the ground. Look around. Rockets in space, freckles on your face, clouds in the sky. Wonder why? Land and air, you see the sciences everywhere.
Have you ever pretended you were an explorer? What do you need to be an explorer of your own planet Earth? Have you ever gone collecting in your own backyard? Suppose you wanted to collect rocks. Could you dig in the surface of the earth? You might find a rock like this one. Do you need many things to be an explorer? Have you ever gone rock collecting? Everything that is necessary to keep you alive is right here on Earth. Do you need air? Is air all around you? Do you need water? Can you find water? Is there a close star to keep you warm and to help grow plants for you to eat? Yes, there is. Exploring on our planet Earth is fun and easy, isn't it? What's all around the Earth? There's a layer of air around the Earth called the atmosphere. Near the Earth, the atmosphere has air and clouds. What do you call what is beyond the atmosphere? We call what is beyond the atmosphere outer space. Suppose you wanted to be an explorer of outer space. What space body would you choose to explore? Did you say the moon? The moon is our closest neighbor in space, isn't it? It's about 240,000 miles away. Did man travel to the moon? When man traveled to the moon, he went on the longest trip that has ever been taken by any human. What did he need to take with him to live? Did the astronauts have oxygen to breathe in their space capsule? Did they have water and food? Yes, they did. An explorer on the moon is very far away from the Earth. What is even farther away in outer space? Can you think of something that is farther away than the moon? Did you say the sun? Would you want to explore the sun? I am sure you said no. The sun is at just the right distance away from the Earth. If we get too close, the heat from the sun would be too much for us. What is the sun? Did you say the sun is a star? It's our closest star. It's the star around which the Earth and all planets revolve. What do we call the sun with the revolving planets? Do you know? The sun and the 9 planets are called the solar system. Do you know what all the space bodies together are called? They are called the universe. You and I live on one planet in a very large universe. What do you think are the farthest things in our universe? Did you say the stars? The stars are much farther away from the planet Earth than the moon is. When we see stars, we are seeing light that has traveled great distances to reach the Earth. Have we explored stars? Do you think we have explored very far into our universe? How far away is the moon? The moon is about 240,000 miles away from the Earth. That is as far as man himself has gone in our universe. Are distances very great in our universe? Yes, they are. If you were a moon explorer, what would you want to pick up and bring back to Earth? Did the astronauts look for something to pick up off of the moon's surface? The astronauts looked for rocks to collect. Did they find moon rocks? Here is one. This rock is from the moon. How far in our universe did it travel to come back to Earth? That's right, about 240,000 miles. What does the surface of the moon look like? Are there deep holes on the moon? These deep holes are called craters. Some moon craters are so big that a large city could fit inside them. How do you think the craters were formed? Many craters may have been formed by giant rocks striking the moon. These rocks are called meteors. Where did these meteors come from? They come from outer space. Do you think meteors ever strike the Earth? Yes, they do. You are right. Some meteors are tiny and some are very large. Do you know what meteors pass through when they fall toward the Earth? What is all around the Earth? That's right, the atmosphere. Some meteors travel into the Earth's atmosphere. Some meteors fall very, very swiftly toward the Earth from outer space, in much the way I am moving this rock toward this globe. But what do meteors strike first? What is all around the Earth? Did you say the atmosphere? That is right. The meteors are speeding very swiftly, and when they strike the layer of air or atmosphere that is around the Earth, they rub against it very hard. The meteors get very hot when this happens. They glow because they are so hot. Sometimes people look skyward and they see what looks like a light streaking across the sky. Do you know what that is? That is a meteor that has struck the Earth's atmosphere and is glowing or burning because it is so hot. What do you think people call that light that they see when a meteor strikes the atmosphere around the Earth? They call it a falling star. Falling stars are meteors from outer space that burn up in the Earth's atmosphere. They are not really stars at all. Some meteors are so large that they are large enough to come through the Earth's atmosphere without burning up completely. What happens when they land on Earth? Some bury themselves in the Earth. When a meteor reaches the Earth, it is called a meteorite. This is a small meteorite. This meteorite landed on Earth. It may have made a crater on Earth, but not so large as the picture you saw. Meteorites are made of the same kinds of materials that we find in rocks on Earth. What do you know about the different things in our universe? What do you call a body that revolves around the sun? Do you know what this is? Did you say it was Saturn? Did you say we call a body that revolves around the sun a planet? That is right. What is the closest neighbor in space to the Earth? Did you say the moon? What is far, far off in space and made of hot, fiery gases? Did you say a star? What is the sun? Is the sun a star? Is the sun our closest star? That is right. What do we call rocks that travel from outer space toward the Earth? Did you say a meteor? What's another term for meteor? Did you say a falling star? Are meteors really stars? How is a meteor different from a star? Do you know?
Science is Everywhere is a presentation of the Department of Mathematics and Science Education in cooperation with the Department of Early Childhood Education and is produced by the Department of Educational Broadcasting of the Detroit Public Schools. Any recording or rebroadcast of this program without written consent of the Detroit Public Schools is expressly forbidden.